You know how these YouTube channels always have these two groups of people giving their opinions of the opposite, whatever topic is in the video? Well, I think we need to stop with those kind of videos. I think we need to start doing another type. We need to start listening to each other's life, each other's perspective in life, each other's story, because each of us have a different story. And the problem is that society, the government, politicians, whoever made up the system, right, they want us to think that is a group of people that are the problem, right? So they end up always putting these topics as debates, right? Any topics, right? And I feel like we need to stop debating topics and start listening to each other's stories and what is happening, how they are the way they are, why they're still stuck in certain situations, or why they decide to succeed. But we need to start listening to each other's story, because when we listen to each other's stories, guess what we're gonna learn? We're gonna learn from each other. We're gonna have empathy. The problem is, it's not that many people with empathy. Like, we are so quick to judge everybody. We're so quick to hate somebody else because they don't agree with us. And it's because the way that society has put us against each other for so long, right? And especially these type of videos, right? That they were like, I'm gonna say things that come up in my mind, like, oh, let's debate pro-choice, pro-life, right? No, that's like it's such a way to divide a person. We need to start like listening to each other's story, why we became the way we became, instead of the topic, why we decided to be pro-choice, why we decided to be pro-life. And at the end of the day, everybody is trying to survive in this world. At the end of the day, everybody loves, find their way to express the love, or their way of seeing the world in different ways, right? And all of us are correct. Every perspective in life, everybody in this world have a different perspective in life. And guess what? Everybody is correct. Everyone is correct. You know why? Because we never ever going to see each other's perspective in life, because we are seeing life through our own eyes, through our own way of seeing things, right? All of us, regardless of what you believe in, that's how what in reality is. And reality is that we would never agree with each other, ever. And if we ever do, it's because we agree with you in some aspect, but it's not the way you think. Like I could agree with somebody's pro-choice, right? But my pro-choice reasons is a different person pro-choice, somebody else pro-choice. Like two people who are pro-choice gonna end up being pro-choice for two different reasons, right? So this is what I'm saying. Like, just because we agree in certain topics doesn't mean that we end up the same way. We have different ways that what we got to it. You know what I mean? Like, we need to start listening to each other's stories. Everybody needs to start talking to each other, expressing their feelings, expressing how they feel. You know, like, why did somebody become homeless, right? It's not what people really think that every person in the world, every person who is homeless is a drug addict. Probably. Do you know that? Have you met every homeless person? No, you haven't. But we have this notion in our minds because the story was they put up a story and told us that the reason homeless people are homeless is because they do drugs, right? So we assume that that's every single person who's homeless, but no. These homeless people have a story, and you don't know why was the reason they end up being the way they are. You don't know why, so we can't be judging people because our lives is different from their lives. Their decisions is different from your decisions. Like, we need to stop with that aspect and start listening to each other. Start talking to each other. Start listening. Like, this is why I love listening to different perspectives in life. I'm on TikTok because I like listening to people's story. I'm on YouTube because I like to listen to people's stories and opinions and thoughts and why they became the way they are. I like those stories because it shows, like, it just makes you understand that we're just different. No matter what society wants you to think, that we all supposed to be the same. And we need to start realizing that we're not supposed to be the same. We all gonna have different stories, and that's okay. You know, we need to stop with the hatred because somebody disagree with us. We need to stop. Like, you're acting like a victim because you're not doing the things my way. Who said that? It doesn't have to be one way or the highway. It's millions of ways to get to the highway. Millions of ways. And we need to all listen to each other to go through the highway and support each other. We just need to support each other. You know, as a society, a lot of people always say they want community, right? But yet, nobody want to listen to each other. Nobody want to understand each other. Everybody always want to be right. You're right, I'm right. The other person is right. We all right. It's like, we all trying to figure out life in our own different ways because we're all supposed to be different. You know, life will be so boring if we all think the same. We all did the same thing. You know? And if we all was the same, like, imagine we all were robots, you know? Then what? That would be a boring life. If we thought like robots, we all need to eat at 3 o'clock p.m. no matter what. Like, come on, like, we need to start, like, stop hating other persons because they don't agree with you. Like, in the end of the day, we all humans. No matter if you're Hispanic, no matter if you're white, no matter if you're black, you're Asian, whatever race you are, we all are humans, and we need to see each other as humans. And I think, like, the notion is that society has put us to, oh my God, I need to hate that rich person. Oh my God, I need to hate this homeless person. Oh my God, I need to hate this white person. Oh my God, I need to hate this white woman. Oh my God, I need to hate this black person. Oh my God, I need to hate this Hispanic person because we don't agree with each other. Says who? Says who? Society told us? Because government told us? Because politicians told us to hate each other? We need to stop. We have to think for ourselves and turn off the news and turn off whatever the government say and stop giving them energy, because they give it, the more energy they take from us, the more we get divided. We need to start helping each other. I know if you ever seen that movie, the Ant movie, and if you're in a social media, you probably saw this meme. You know how in the Ant movie, can't remember the exact quote, but it's basically saying it's more of them than they are us. Like the ant person, the leader, you know, the boss, was like to these small 10 ants, told them, you do know if they know that they could beat us, we will lose. And I hope y'all go to see the end movie or type the end movie on social media. You probably see that meme. Can't remember exactly what it says, but it was something like that. It's basically saying that it's more of regular people, more of us, than they are in the top. If we all get together and start helping each other and start listening to each other and start supporting each other regardless our opinions, regardless of what we believe, we will change this country for the better. But we need to start realizing that regardless of what you believe, all of us want the same thing in the end of the day. We all want survival, to pay rent and bills and have food, a house, love, friendship, community. We all want the same things. It's just that we just want it in different ways, and that's okay. And the problem is that we're fighting each other because we can't agree in our different ways, even though we all agree with the same thing in the end of the day. It's just how we got there, how we get there, and that's the problem. We want to argue how we get there. It's okay. We're not supposed to go with the same direction as somebody else, but we're all gonna end up in the same place, you know? And the more people realize this, the more that we can actually change this country. But if we don't do anything about it and we keep dividing each other and hating each other and disagreeing and not helping, it's gonna get worse. Because the powerful people, the government, the politicians, they know how to divide us, and they do it so well. And not a lot of people sees that. Not a lot of people sees that. And we need to start ignore these people, you know? We need to start supporting each other no matter what, because we all trying to survive. No matter what, we need to stop canceling each other. Just because somebody says something stupid online, saying something and doing is two different things. I think a lot of people have trouble to understand things. Understand that you say something stupid and you do something stupid. Now, if you say something stupid, okay, whatever. That person is stupid. But if the person says it and do it, not that, then, cancel the person. But you cannot cancel somebody for saying stupid stuff online. We can't cancel each other. We need to help each other. And I'm going to repeat this again because I think more people need to understand this. We need to help each other. And instead of hating each other, instead of canceling each other on social media, instead of calling somebody's job and canceling and making them fired because you disagree with their opinion. It's disgusting the way that we behave with each other as humans. And I just want us, I'm gonna repeat it as many times as I need to, but we all want the same thing in the end of the day. All of us. And the problem is that a lot of us have trauma, generational trauma, and some people know how to handle that, and some people don't know how to handle that. And we need to realize that we all trying to just survive. I know we all trying to survive, pay our bills, eat, house, freedom. We want to, community, friendship, love. We all want all the stuff. But we are arguing, we're getting mad at each other because you disagree how somebody gets there. Are you kidding me? Why do I care why I should care? Why should I get mad at person B for not doing the same thing as I do? Sometimes sometimes I feel like people need to learn how to mind their business in certain situations. I'm not saying all. In certain situations, when it's petty stuff, like, why do you care if somebody say something stupid online? Like, let them express their opinion or their feeling or whatever. You know, as long as they're not doing anything, I don't see the problem. Anyway, I need to go. Have a nice day.